Good morning to all. Welcome to your science class. Today we are going to discuss chapter number 9, living organism and their surroundings. Firstly, we will discuss organism and their surroundings where they live. When you visit a desert palace or dry region, you can see camel everywhere in that region. In the hills and mountains areas, you can uh, see goat and yak along with various other animals. When you visit a beach, you can see turtle, crabs, and tortoise on the sand. Similarly, you can find different types of plants and trees in various regions. Plants of one region are very different from those found in another region. These surroundings, river, desert, hill, etc., with their specific types of climate, stones, soil, etc., make up a habitat. Look at this picture. In yak live in hill and mountain area. So, hill and mountain area is called habitat of yak, and camel live in desert. Desert is called habitat of camel, and turtle live in sea. The sea is called habitat of turtle. And habitats, the animals and plants in the sea surrounded by saline water. Most of these animals living in this water take in air oxygen, dissolve it. What is habitats? The surroundings where an organism lives is called its habitat. Habitat is a place where the surroundings are favorable for the existence of a living organism, and where it can survive, breed, and flourish. A habitat must offer food, shelter, and favorable climate conditions to the organism. It must be clear now that a habitat includes both uh, biotic living components. All living things of habitat are its biotic components such as animals, plants, bacteria, etc. is biotic components. What all non-living things of habitat are its abiotic components such as air, water, temperature, etc. are abiotic components of organism. All abiotic components share the biotic components. There is constant interaction between the two. And look at this picture. A camel live in a desert. The surrounding is of the sand, hot sand spread all around, in which sea animals cannot survive. Take the example of a fish and a camel. These animals have different body structure. The body structure of camel is such that it can survive in desert. Similarly, body structure of fish is such it can survive only in saline water. Fish has gills to respire, whereas camel have lungs to respire. Camels cannot lose water by any means, so that it can live for many days without water. So we are say an camel live in desert, but fish does not live in a desert. Fish live in water, and habitat of fish is water. These two animals have different body structure to live in different habitats, and different animals live in different habitats. Types of habitats. The various habitats can be grouped into three major categories: point A terrestrial, and point B aquatic, and point C aerial. Point A terrestrial habitats. The habitats of those animals which live and propagate on land are known as terrestrial habitats. Because of the greatest variations in abiotic factors, the land has largest variety of habitats. Some of these are follows. Point first, desert habitats. They get very little rain, hence they are dry. They may be hot and dry or cold and dry. Camel and cactus have this type of habitats. And second point, grassland habitats. They get moderate rain. They are partly dry areas of grass with few trees. Example of organism are giraffe, zebra, and grasses live in grassland habitats. And point third, tropical rainforest habitats. They get heavy rain. They are warm and evergreen. Examples of organisms are snakes, tree, monkeys, etc. Live in tropical rainforest habitats. And tundra habitats, they are very cold, dry, and covered with snow. Example of organisms are polar bears, some grasses, reindeer, and penguins live in tundra habitats. Tundra habitats are very cold. And point B, aquatic habitats. These include habitats of organisms that live and propagate in water. Aquatic habitats are further subdivided into the following. Point first, freshwater habitat. Rivers, lakes, ponds, and streams are examples of freshwater habitat. Animals like ducks, frogs, and insects live on the surface of the pond or in the area surrounding it. Some plants, such as lotus, can be seen floating on the surface of the pond. These are called habitat of these plants and animals. And second point, marine habitat. Ocean and seas form the largest habitat on the planet, or plankton to the largest animals in the world. The blue whale, examples of animals of marine habitat: plankton, jellyfish, crab, starfish, dolphin, clownfish, etc. These are animals are marine habitat. Look at this picture, examples of freshwater habitat animals, and second picture, marine water habitat animal. And point C, aerial habitat. The animals or organisms that use sky as their abode are called aerial organism, and this habitat is known as aerial habitat. As for examples, birds, bats, and certain flying insects have aerial habitats. Some of these aerial organisms also have their nest in the trees, so they called arboreal. And all flying bird live in aerial habitat. Today we have discussed in our chapter number 9. We will discuss our next topic of this chapter in next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.